Hey, man.
Hey, I didn't expect anybody to join. I've been gone for about a week.
And no one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Yep. So what have you been up to? I'm playing Hamlet right now, but...
Just a bit busy.
Yeah.
The AP test is coming up.
Hey, Vance. I thought everybody forgot about me. That's like always the concern, isn't it? Can dodge. I think there's a lot of pressure to like not ever miss a day. But it's really good just to be able to take time off. Can I dodge over here? No, I can't. So she can't jump outside the world. I don't know how... Have you played Wheeler yet at all?
No.
You have Hamlet, I think you said? You just haven't...
I do, but I just don't starve that often.
Yeah. I'm obviously more invested in it than you would be. I guess it does speed you up a little bit if you continually use the dodge. This character has a dodge.
Oh, really?
Move, yeah. I recently noticed that you can permanently freeze mobs simply by like setting a fire near them. It's weird, and I never really noticed it before. I'm not sure if it's something that happened in Hamlet or if that's always been there.
With the ice flingomatic, or you set fire to something and it freezes them?
You can use the flingomatic, or you can what's the other? Use the ice staff. The flingomatic's going to be a bit more challenging for obvious reasons. Hey, Cherry Twist. First time playing Wheeler here, so... Hey, there we go, Flint. Oh yeah, I didn't end up... feel bad about admitting it. I didn't download any of the music from that one royalty-free site, but I do have new NCS music, so... Here's a boon. It starts with an axe. Why are there not more axe or pickaxe boons? Oh, that's right. Wheeler has so few inventory slots. Oh my god, it's going to be so weird. Okay. I mean, the whole dodge thing is a level of meta that requires constant attention to, like, take full advantage of it. I feel like Wheeler's new update. Now when you use more slots, you go slower, and the less slots you use, you go faster. Yeah, I read that on the wiki. It's like 1% per slot or something, but she has like a 5% default bonus to speed, I think. But that, if the wiki is accurate.
Oh, that's interesting, I guess.
Yeah, and the stuff she carries in the backpack is immune from that penalty. So I guess, actually, the ideal thing to do here would be to get the science machine built as quickly as possible. There's a cave cleft down there, so I should probably go back there. Oh, I just realized combined status is set up in a way I don't like. It's got the 2 clock version. I prefer there only to be 1 clock. Oh, there's some gold.
Oh, you don't like the season clock?
I usually have it in a little bar underneath the day clock.
Oh.
So it's there, but it's just a number instead of an actual physical clock.
Yeah, I usually have it set up so it's 2 clocks.
Ah, crap. I clicked the campfire, and now I don't have enough grass for a torch.
They'll be back in like 10-15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Light, what a novel concept. So there are a couple of gadgets here. What does the horn do? Okay, I guess I need to look at that a little bit closer. I also need... No, I do have a torch. Okay. And I've got enough wood. What else do I need? Oh no, I built a campfire. I have to end up chopping down more wood anyway. There we go. That is if... yeah. Alright. I think over here would be a decent place to build a science machine. I don't want it too close to the guard pigs, though. Right. Grass is a problem again. I usually wait for the shears before I start, like, gathering grass in earnest. The machete, it just takes too long. The pneumatic horn. So pneumatic things have air in them. But then again, when doesn't the horn use air? Alright, backpack time. Hey, what is it? Corbinero? Corbinero, I guess. What's up? First time playing Wheeler here. I did a brief overview of her character, or I read a brief overview of it on the wiki, but I'm still not sure. Okay, so there's this slot here. What? Whoops. That was probably not a good idea. Okay. Oh, that was just a bug. Right. I was like, my gold disappeared there for a second. But it's actually not a problem. I just don't know what the priorities should be for this character. I don't think I'm gonna go Mant Queen. So she can find things with the compass, but I left the compass down here. I should go and pick it back up. Wait, did I leave it down here? It doesn't disappear. No, okay, it's in my inventory. What? Why did I think I picked it up? Anyway, first things first. I'm going to dot. Oh, I'm not. Okay. Oh, I did it through grass. I thought it might be out. Right. Iron first. Get the shears. Get my pinko mallet, whatever that thing's called. Ball peen hammer. So I know I found at least one statue right there. Yeah. So navigation. So this could be interesting for things like gold. So if they put this in it. Okay, so it points to this, which is fair enough, right? And it seems to have unlimited durability. Like, you don't craft it at all, do you? Wait, is this another cave? It is. Alright. I don't imagine it would actually point you to anything more advanced. Like, if a gold was inside a building or something, it wouldn't point you to that, would it? Which could be a problem. Or it's a limiting factor. The full ore biome here. So what are Wheeler's attributes? She starts with 2 special gadgets. One of them is the Navi gadget, and the other one is this pneumatic, or the pneumatic horn. The Navi gadget actually points you to whatever resource it is that you put inside it. So as you can see, it's looking at gold right here. So I should go towards the red direction to find gold. I've got enough iron right now, so I'm gonna go back and craft my the ball peen hammer and the shears. I don't know what the pneumatic horn does yet. In addition to those 2 gadgets, she has, I think, a base speed modifier of 5%, and then see, I should actually be moving all of this out of my inventory, because each additional free slot that you have open increases her speed by 1%. So she has fewer inventory slots as well. So that's like a downside. I think she has 2 fewer. Yeah, she has 2 fewer inventory slots. But inventory becomes more important, especially since moving things into your backpack means that those do not count against your movement penalty. And also she has this dodge move, which allows you to move slightly faster. There's no real penalty for using dodge, I don't think anyway. I haven't noticed. Like, it doesn't cost hunger or anything like that. It's just, it takes a while for it to recharge. So she is kind of a speed character. Accurai. How's it going? I took some time off, but back with Wheeler. I want to become a bit more familiar with this character. So, ball peen hammer and shears. A couple tools there. So let's collect the gold, and then I think the Navi gadget can be really cool. I'm just not sure if I'm going to remember to use it when I actually need it. And also, you need to have at least one of that resource ready, so it's not going to help me in the beginning of the game when I'm still trying to find gold or flint, right? I wonder if it can point to, like, flint that's under a rock. But let's say flint that's in a dung ball, or a dung pile. I would guess it probably doesn't point to that stuff, which would limit its usefulness. It'd be interesting to find out, though. What are her downsides? I don't think she really has any explicit downsides. I'm thinking... okay, I guess the 2 fewer inventory slots is a downside. Most characters have an additional 2 slots here. She doesn't. So, yeah, that's probably her biggest downside. And also, she... Okay, no, is that not... She moves slower when you have more stuff in your inventory. It's simply that she just doesn't move faster. So there's no real direct penalty to that. Okay, so here, it's pointing... Is it still pointing to the statue? I put gold in there. It would be interesting. I think if we got like a little bit of a better idea of what this, like what distance. Okay, ooh, here we go. Gold. Nice. I was just hoping it would tell you a little bit more about the distance to the item that you're after here with the Navi gadget, because I kind of feel like you could walk halfway across the world if that's the nearest place. So I'm thinking like maybe if this was Like, as you got closer, it would increase the red circle around it or something. Can you put relics in the gadget to find more? That would be... Oh, here we go. I think it was pointed to this. That would be interesting. So this is already pretty good for getting gold. Yeah, relics. Yeah, because that's the thing, right? I've wondered that about Flint as well. Do we have Flint here? I think I'm going to swap out for Flint. I want to see what it points to. If it can point to, like, stuff that's under other stuff. Or does it have to be... Okay, it does. It does do that, right? Because when I was going after the visages, I think they're called visages, it actually pointed to those, and the gold is not just laying out there in the open, right? So I'm thinking the same could apply to those stones, for example. This actually might be one of the more interesting aspects of this character. Like, I feel it's one of the most unique for sure. Like, sure, speed modifiers and stuff are kind of interesting, but like we've seen them before. Whereas this is almost like, what is that mod? I think it's called Finder. I used that mod a lot. I really like that mod. It started breaking for me in Don't Starve together, but like you used to be able to use it as a client-side mod, and it was really cool because you could go to any server, and even if they didn't have their chests organized or labeled, you'd still be able to just, you know, pick up gold, and you'd be able to see where it was located in those chests. Oh my god, I wish I need to save those for tomorrow, flipping those stones over. So you got 2 iron biomes here. I thought it actually might connect, but that would have been a massive one. Have I tried War Talks and Don't Starve Together? Yeah, I did some runs. You can probably find archives of the streams if you're interested in seeing kind of the stuff I did. In general, I wanted to use War Talks to sort of rush runes because he had the advantage of not, or I should say, he had the advantage of not requiring food to be prepared in advance, to gathered in advance. You could just kill stuff and you'd get food, or souls that you could use for food. I like that, and I would say he's definitely one of the top 2. I think WX is still the undefeated champion of the runes, especially the runes rushing. You know, getting down to the runes in the very first 20 days or something. I think it's still going to be really hard to beat WX out of that role. But that said, I think Wartox is a close second or third. It depends if you... I do like Wolfgang because he's just an absolute beast at it. When it comes to actually clearing, you can do it really fast with Wolfgang. Mighty mode Wolfgang. But Wartox has a lot going for him down in the runes. Just in general, he's a good character if you're more of a nomad player. You don't need a base as much with him. You don't really, because you don't benefit in the same way most other characters do from well-prepared meals, right? Because you get half the hunger value from it. I found myself using a lot of meatballs. Come on, pick it up. I found myself making a lot of meatballs and meaty stews for the most part. But yeah, didn't I... See, so it's still pointing to something over here. Wait, is it just like actually pointing to the mounds? Is that what it's... I'm a bit confused by the pointy here. It seems confused itself. I see it. Like it's pointing like it, oh, all the way over there. That's why I wish there was like something more of a distance indicator on it. I think that would really help. So Wheeler here is going to be a character that you... I need to remember to use dodge more as well. Wheeler is going to be a character, though, that you absolutely want to use a backpack on because it allows you to free up more of your inventory. And probably also a very base-centric character where you see pretty significant benefits from that, from having like a central place to store everything instead of carrying it around with you. But yeah, I really need to remember to use dodge here. Like, you can use dodge quite a bit, and it obviously does increase your speed. Is the music a little loud? Let's see. Yeah. Let's bring it down a couple decibels So that's looking like -40 right now. One of the things that I've noticed for music is not all music is like properly finalized. You're supposed to normalize to like -3 decibels or something, and not all tracks are sort of normalized to that, which can make it a bit jarring when you're queuing them up on a playlist. Like the decibel level can jump up and down a bit. Yeah, the whole dodge thing makes this character a bit more micromanagey. Steel berries here. Two patches. So they got commingled there. Some more berries. Where were they? This song reminds me of like Angels and Airwaves type music. I thought there were more than one area of berry bushes. Only just got him, but you're finding him not necessarily need a base. Imagine, you mean Wartox there, right? Accurai. Could you put tools like a torch to find? It's a good question. Like, what is it limited to? I'm not finding anything close. Okay, so there is a limited range in which this item looks for stuff. How about an axe? It actually has found an axe. Like, what else? Obviously relics. Anything kind of rare would be ideal, right? Where's the... Oh, I was gonna go towards the town, actually. Garbungle Field. Who has it been? I am uncertain as to the nature of the question. Or are you asking me where I've been? I was busy and I just needed a break, I guess. There is an upcoming thing where I'm probably going to have to go through a career change within the next year or so. So I kind of gotta like keep an eye out for stuff. I gotta evaluate my options, basically. And that's going to take more time away from stuff that I do here for Don't Starve, especially compared to the last couple of years. Right, so I gathered berries. I was going to start trading them in. I can find the pigs. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, if I put berries in it. It's getting dark, but I can stay up past my bedtime. Well, it's pointing towards berries here. Let's see what's up. Okay, see, that's the thing. I think it's pointing to a different island. Again, I would prefer... This song doesn't have an image, okay. I would prefer if it, like, actually had more rules to it. Like, it wouldn't point to something on a different island, for example. Yeah, I guess that's the only downside here to that gadget. I like it otherwise, but like it has a very long range if I'm not mistaken. Like it can point a long distance away. So you could easily spend a day walking to try to find what it's pointing to. No guarantee.
That seems a bit much.
Yeah, I think since this is a character that focuses more on, or has more advantages from a base, I think I'm gonna focus on basing first. Maybe. I do like getting the BFB stuff early on, but you know, it'll show up on its own. So maybe I don't have to craft the bird whistle and everything. I just want to map out some of this town here. Originally, I was gonna trade in these berries. Still not enough for a house. So, clippings. Yeah, I've definitely got enough iron ore. Let's see, where are the hedges at? Okay, we got at least 2, which is nice. Some towns only have 1. Not much growth here. Okay, suppose I put clippings in it. Like, would it actually point to a... Oh yeah, okay, it does point to a hedge. Alright. How about now? Is it going to point off the world? I also need to try out the horn, for what it's worth. Yeah, okay, see, now it's pointing across the ocean. Okay. I'll put... Oh, 40 grass? Let's try something a bit more modest. Wait, is this not set up right? I thought I fixed... Oh, there we go. Control.
What are you trying to set up?
I'm still trying to figure out how to use the pneumatic horn. I guess I have to attack with it? Okay. Need to find something a little bit less aggressive to attack. Maybe some pogs.
No, you should find the big friendly bird.
Find boons. You can put tools in the torch. Like a torch. Looking forward to the new updates and the new Willow rework that's probably coming up. Yeah, it's worthwhile to keep in mind, of course, that's for DST, so... I don't think they're moving those changes over to single player because those characters already have a disparity in abilities, as is. Can't find any enemies now. Go figure. Usually when you're in the jungles here, you're constantly getting hit by something, be it vines or snap-tooth fly traps. Where are the enemies at here? Attack this guy? Okay, you can literally shoot grass out of it.
You can shoot grass.
Yeah, I have no idea if it's very effective, but apparently it's considered a weapon. So, the question is, what's something cheap and worthless I can find to fuel this gun with? I could burn down all this grass over here, and then, like, load up on the ash. I wonder if that's feasible. Ooh, I just realized. Pretty much. Oh, starving to death? Yeah. Oh, she has very little health, too. 100, ouch. That's painful. In many ways. I need to, like, gather enough resources to see if I can actually kill something with this horn. I really like the idea. If it is a ranged weapon, this is, like, one of the best implementations of a ranged weapon so far. So much of the time they either have durability or they're just, like, single use, such as darts, which is... always turned me away from actually using that stuff. I should eat this aloe here before it goes bad, I guess. Okay, let's try something simple. Let's load clippings. Let's load twigs here. So, attack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 twigs it took. Huh. I mean, it could be an interesting character for newer players for sure. Yeah, because I mean, that's what this character with the dodge and everything. It is probably a more forgiving character for newer players. Well, that's kind of cool.
Sounds like it needs to be less forgiving.
Well, she's forgiving in the sense that if you're not a pro at dodging and whatnot, you don't have to feel, or you're not compelled to kite everything or tank. You have some options here using, what was it called, the pneumatic horn. You can sort of get away with ranged attacks, and it's not too costly from what I can tell. It seems like fairly reasonable price considering it requires less skill to execute. All right, pig heads. Let's see. Do we have wood? No. Cut down some grass here. Oh, it's already at 40. Okay, maybe not then.
I'm going to leave you alone here for a bit, man.
Yeah, I understand. It's not like there's not a whole lot you can really say about what I'm doing here.
No, like, yeah, as I said up, you're at an AP test coming up.
Yeah, that as well. You've got your own things you need to do. Oh, it remains to be seen if the dodge will ever come in handy during a fight or if I'll forget about it completely. Okay, here, let's see. Can we locate more pigskin? This will be curious. It's pointing over here. Yes, indeed, it does. I wonder if this character would be even more useful in, like, Shipwrecked or something. Where you're actually going island by island? Like, it could, I think it could really help in Shipwrecked because there are more vast expanses that you have to traverse. So to know the general direction to sail in could be really powerful. But then again, I've played much less Shipwrecked. Right, okay, I guess I'm going back to the town here. 3 peacocks? Wow, look at that. I wonder if I'll be able to, like, grab them since I've got the dodge now. And can I actually run faster than them? Probably not. I can keep up with them for sure. Using dodge. I'd be faster if I didn't have so much in my inventory, which means once again I should probably focus on actually building my house, or at least buying one. I've got an idea of what the world looks like a little bit here. This area is looking nice for basing. Maybe here. Does the damage depend on what you put in it? Oh, it's a good question. I don't think it does. I could look it up, I suppose. Let's see. There's like no easy way to tell because I don't know the health values of the actual enemies in the game. What was it called? It's like A or something. Pneumatic. The pneumatic horn. It can be loaded with one kind of item at a time with no limit to stack amount. Oh, the damage does depend on the item. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. So it looks like regular grass type organic things. Basically light stuff does 34 damage and heavier stuff does 60 damage. 60 damage is actually pretty decent. It looks like the most viable thing here is going to be oinks. Oh wait, those are 10 pence oinks, aren't they? Yeah, if you want 60 damage, it's going to be expensive. You're firing things like gears, 10 pence oinks. 10 pence oinks. Oh, actually, Nightmare Fuel is probably going to be the most effective here, according to this chart. Everything else like ashes though. And then it says items that are neither alive nor irreplaceable, 45 damage. I'm not sure what those would be. That are neither alive nor irreplaceable. Like, okay, so are we saying things like papyrus are alive? Maybe. Okay, so yeah, there are 3 basic damage tiers. Fairly compelling, I think. Three damage tiers for it. So, what was it? 45 damage, 34 damage. What is a spear? That's very close to a spear, isn't it? It is. It's identical to a spear. So, I mean, that's pretty generous, given how easy it is to come by. I should actually use it here. Oh, I wonder if it would be decent against bats. It's only okay. The bat's dead already. Another thing is that the attack animation is fairly entailed. You can't rip off a lot of attacks as quickly as you could with something like a fire staff or an ice staff. Even darts, I think, are faster than it. What am I looking for here? Probably this store. Oh, come on, not this bug. Here we go. Buy that oink. I mean that berry. Alright, gold. Yeah, it seems like every time I come around this place, it's too late to actually get any oinks for my berries. You played Forge with me once? During the actual event or during just the mod? What should I kill with this? There's bound to be something I could use it against. I honestly can't say I remember. There's some people that were fairly regular that I probably would remember. Oh, okay. This is a perfect opportunity for me to try to kill something with it. Unfortunately, it's night, so let's see. I can attack from the dark. See if I have to spend all my twigs on this. Oh my god. I have such little health as well. Yeah, the animation does take a while. It's worrisome, actually. Because once you get locked into it, I'm pretty sure you can't cancel it. Yeah, it's just like oh, I wish that wasn't the case. It's like a melee animation, honestly. Once you lock yourself into the animation to fire, you cannot cancel it, much like you can't cancel melee attacks. Which, of course, can be somewhat worrisome. Jeez, this is expensive. Still not dead. The minute he dies, those picos would take all the stuff, too. Yeah, God, no. No! Oh, okay, I think I got it. It's like 3 things there I wanted to steal all my stuff. You played a spicy willow. I don't think we had that many willows, so... I mean, willow was the meta for a while, but she kind of fell out of favor towards the end. Alright, time to get berries. Or time to trade berries in for oinks. It remains to be seen what the Pneumatic will be most useful for. Obviously, anything that runs normally. I suppose I could kill Peacox with it fairly easily, right? I'm just not sure what else it's going to be like really useful for. I'm trying to remember, like, I suppose bats. It would be nice for against bats. Anything that flies like that, sure. Maybe the that robber pig. I forget what his name is. Wow, not many berry pigs around here these days. I've only found one so far. I wonder if Clay, like, tweaked the number of those pigs that show up in the world. This is only the second one, and I've covered, at least half the town. Oh, I think that's one over there. It is an expensive investment. Chase these pigs down. Oh, I can dodge? I didn't realize I could dodge when I was holding something in my hand. That's nice. Okay, I need to do that more. Only, what? 3? Are you kidding me? Only 3 berry pigs in this entire town. I think. I'm pretty sure already. Yeah, come on. Oh my god, that's so expensive. I guess I should just try making things like ropes and trading them in for oinks. Science machine is way down here. I'm thinking about doing the BFB event. Would that be beneficial to me? I could get the hammer and knock down things like these guard pig towers. So here's a relic. Somebody asked if I could get the... Oh, okay, I forgot to get rid of this pig here. Let's try getting the relic. See what happens. If it can point me to other relics. Because this would be a good source of oinks, obviously. Wait, this is not a relic. I jumped to conclusions too quickly. I can add fuel to it. Okay, well. There's a pig head over here. There might be a relic stuck to that. Don't these things sometimes have noses? Yeah. Okay, we got nose. Let's equip this. The gun might be useful against these hippopotamus. Alright, let's find more of those relics. This actually might be what's one of the better uses of it. Because rather than chasing down berries, I can just go ahead here, gather a lot of these relics and cash them in. For oinks. What do we got here? Pretty sure I don't have any armor, so I gotta be careful. One more. Ooh, poison biome. Yeah, Yeah, so the next relic looks like it's off in the poison biome, which I can't access. So it's pretty adept at finding some stuff. If I remember, that's the problem. Like, I need to get into the habit of using or having a character like this. Same thing with dodge. Like, it seems to be a pretty useful option, but I gotta remember to, like, use it all the time to make best use of that ability. Okay, what happens if I... Wait, can I dodge over here? No. It gives the prompt for dodge, but you can't dodge into water. Which makes sense. It'd be an easy way to kill yourself, probably. Pico time. What happens if I capture something like... something that's alive and put it in there? Would that ever work? Would it even be useful? Probably not. Nothing really that rare. Here's the academy. It's gonna be closed for the night. Which is pretty par for the course at this point, isn't it? Every time I'm in town, it's dark out. What's the third craft slot from the top? It's called treasure hunting. It's something unique to Hamlet. If you haven't played Hamlet before, you've probably not seen it. It has things like the gold pan. The bopping hammer is probably what you'd use most out here. I honestly don't think it needed its own tab. There are not that many things here, and they could have kind of been stuck in tools. A bit like the way Don't Starve kind of sticks everything in the tools category. But hey, it exists, and I guess it's not like in single player we're actually crowded for space here on the sidebar. Oh, really? Shh. Crashed. I'm surprised. Restart here. Need like a placeholder image I can throw up when something crashes. That's what a professional would do. Let's see how far back I got sent. Because that's the thing, the weird thing about single player, it doesn't save at the beginning of every new day. In DST, it's reliable. I don't know what it's based off of in Hamlet. Day 5. Oh my god, are you kidding me? It sent me back an entire day. F you, buddy. Really bad. Haven't eaten my asparagus yet. Yeah, so there is, that's a full 8 minutes. I think last time I stole a lot of stuff here. So, do I want to obnoxiously... this time I'm just going to get one relic, I think. And I'll see if I can trade it in or not. Well, no, actually I should get 2 because I need one to prime the gadget. This was going to be my solution to the lack of oinks. Now we understand why I don't use... So that's funny, it didn't even point to that idol, did it? Look at this. You could have a lost idol. Wait, does it only identify the type of fragment that you put in there, or are they all considered frag? Okay, this is actually worth figuring out. Like, does it distinguish between relic fragment and lost idol? I'm beginning to think it does. I kind of assumed they'd all be in the same category, but I bet they're not. Yeah, see, it pointed to the idol here. Not the pig snout. Well, I guess it remains to be seen. Are we gonna pig snout this? Give me fish. Yeah, it doesn't point at all to the pig snout. So both of them are considered individual. Or separate. Well, that's good to know if I'm gonna try to find more of them. I've got extra pig snout here, so... dropped shears, torch, halberd. Let's try to gather some more stuff in here then. Oop. Oh, I have an extra idol as well. And this would be an easy, like, when I drop stuff back here, it'd be easy to find it again. Oh, that is actually a downside. Now it's going to point to that because I'm closer to it. Hadn't really considered that, but yeah. That's going to be a pretty major problem. I can't leave any of the stuff I'm looking for laying around. So I'll have to do it like one item at a time. I think. I don't know. It's kind of weird that they split them up, I guess, but it makes sense. They are separate. Idols and relics. Okay. First we're on a idol quest here. Try to get a couple more. Ooh. It's pointing into some mighty dangerous stuff here, but I think I can get through. There we go. Pig nose. Is that still not far enough in? It's in deeper. Ooh. No, I'm not gonna risk that. How about this? Anything over here? Doesn't look... Oh, I can actually just dodge through it. Silly me. Can I just, like, get through this then without taking any damage? Nope. I'm gonna end up taking damage regardless. Yeah, okay. Let's not do that. Leave me be. Okay, there's a pig nose over here. It's in there, in the poison biome again. Cleared that out. Alright, since there are no more idols there, let's try for noses. Pretty sure there's another nose over here. Can you also sell petals? Is that it? The pig with the gray hair? I think she takes them. Can also sell rope. If I head back now, I should get there in time for the morning. I mean, is it gonna crash again? I still don't know. Tell you what, next time before I actually enter the store, I'm gonna save. And then this is another problem. Like, even if I left this stuff over here, I need at least one thing to find it again. Not saying it's unreasonable. Just not the most intuitive. I wonder if there was a mod that will cause your character just automatically dodge in the direction you're pointed whenever it has the ability to do that. It seems like a kind of thing there would be some demand for. Okay, so there's the university thing. Wait, no, that's not it. It's over here. I mean, it has the same kind of hoof print, it's just the opposite orientation. The spa hoof points downwards, and then the academy one points upwards, and it's inside of a circle. They're similar, but still distinct. Alright, so in the interests of not crashing my game, I'm going to save and quit and then reload it again. I'm pretty sure it's not the mods causing crashing, but it could be. I only have 3. Too many items, combined status, and geometric placement. Pretty basic stuff. Let's see what happens though. All right. Should I keep these 2 relics? I have enough to buy the key now. Yeah, the gray-haired pig is the one that takes the flowers or the petals. We got berries. Wow, it actually sent me back before I exchanged any of my berries as well. What are you gonna do? Oh, wrong contract. What else we got here? Demolition permit, that's for the house. Buy house expansion permit. So you can expand your house without needing to get the key to the city, which is, I guess, a good thing for those who don't get the key to the city. It's getting late already. Late in the season. 5 days left. I guess I'm gonna have to make a pith hat. Yeah, okay, I am done with the berries officially. This is nonsense. There are just too few berry pigs in this city. I'd spend most of the day just walking around the city trying to find them. So, what else? Where's my house? Oh my god, the house is terrible. Look how far away it is from everything. It's like a tippy corner of the map. That's gonna suck. I think I should at least drop off some stuff at the house, I think. Until I build the other one. So I guess the primary goal at this point will actually be to get the BFB to carry me. For example, oinks, I don't need these. The deed, the idols, same thing. I was gonna try trading those ropes in. Do I really need my pneumatic horn? I can't imagine using it for anything without planning it beforehand. Maybe shooting butterflies? Should I try shooting butterflies with it? Something like that. If you were like in a field of butterflies, I bet you could actually kill a fair good number of them with that, couldn't you? Especially if you just burnt down a forest and used charcoal or something. Something easy. Alright, where are the construction pigs? I was gonna give them these ropes. Just, it's really random. I wish, like the shops, that the pigs had individual houses that you could go to, and you'd know you'd find that kind of pig there. Okay, here we go. Here's one. It's only worth 2 oinks. Yeah, it's hard. It's a pittance. Oh my god, it's so painful. How slow making oinks is this way. Ugh. Can you believe it? Here, chasing down 2 oinks. I'm gonna spend half the day wandering about this town looking for a pig. He won't even wait, they don't accept more than 1 rope at a time, do they? Obnoxious. I'm committed, though. I'm gonna find that last construction worker. Okay, here they are. Like 3 of them 3 total in the entire friggin' town. Oh, there's another one. Oh my god! What would happen if I put the rope in my... No, it just pointed me to another rope. Like, suppose it pointed you to the pig. That'd be cool. Maybe. Might also be annoying. Here. You take berries? No, already gave you berries. Okay, well, the berries are going bad. You can't blame me for trying. Chop off my 4 piddling, pathetic oinks. If there are any other things I should waste time on, let me know. Because I'm doing a pretty good job of it so far. What do I need for the horn again? Science machine. Right. So, the hippopotamus antler was something I was interested in trying to use the gun for. Looks like I can find some ammo up here. Got lots of grass. I'm gonna try dodging this time. Didn't work. Feels a bit risky. The problem is dodge really isn't any faster than just taking a brief step away. Like, maybe for an enemy with an area of effect attack, like deer clamps or bearger, it would be useful. Otherwise, for people who know to the kite, I think that its utility is marginal. But anyway, I said I was gonna fight some hippopotamus. Let's see if I can find one over here. At the small pond, the kiddie pond. Just realized I don't have much food left. I light these trees on fire, things fall out of them. The floating snakes. Alright, we're killing hippopotamuses with a pneumatic horn. or you'll die trying. Lock and load. Here's one. Attack. Hey, okay, that actually might be cool. Because you have invincibility when you're dodging. Crap, frigged on the snake. Dude, I hit you. Come at me. I've behaved in an aggressive manner towards you. Nice, really charming. I mean that purely sarcastically. Oh my god, that's so annoying that you get locked into that attack. Ugh. I feel like it's the most random thing ever. Ah, killed the snake now as well. Yep, there we go. GG. I dodged right into it. That's gonna take some getting used to. So the question is, do I have a better idea of what I want to do early game with this character? I mean, until you find that one flint, you're really not gonna be able to use the nav gadget, but let's get a start here. I didn't have any armor on. It was really foolish of me, but I didn't have the alchemy engine, so I hadn't crafted any football helmets yet. How to not fight when playing Wheeler. How about that? Yeah, so far the ability to dodge has been more of a liability than a help, but then again, I imagine practice makes perfect. Maybe there's a higher skill cap on this character than I initially gave her credit for. You missed it? How did I die? Hippopotamus stomped me. I was trying to get all fancy with my dodge moves, and yeah, it actually was more to my detriment to use them. I should have just stuck to what I knew. At least when using the gun. Here's the obnoxious thing, and this has always been the case for single player. Whenever you initiate attack, you cannot cancel it. You cannot walk away from an attack that you initiate in single player. You must execute it after you initiate it, and many times you can accidentally initiate it, especially when you're using a ranged attack like the pneumatic horn. So what would happen is the horn has an animation time to fire that's much greater than, I'd say, pretty much any melee weapon. Maybe the cork bat is similar. Is it the cork bat? I forget. It's the unique one, the Hamlet. It might be similar in duration, but this is a ridiculously long duration, especially compared to most melee weapons. So when you're using the pneumatic horn, you're locked in for a much greater amount of time than any other weapon, I would say. And since you can't cancel it, it means you have to really think hard about when you initiate an attack, because it can easily just trap you there. You're just standing there waiting to get hit. And the dodge, while you are invincible during the dodge, oh, it's almost like Enter the Gungeon in a way. Okay, I wonder if there's going to be any flint down here. Oh, there's one flint. If you've ever played Enter the Gungeon, I don't have it, yeah. I don't think there's any loose there. Enter the Gungeon, you have to be damn good at dodging, because that's how you avoid getting hit by a lot of bullets. And that's going to be the case here with Wheeler as well. If you're good at dodging, you're going to be... I think that's actually what's going to be the skill ceiling for this character, is the fact that the dodge is not just a dodge, it's also an invincibility frame. People who are really good are going to make excellent use of dodge to avoid taking damage and still hang in there, probably. Alright, we're looking for flint. I got a pointer. Should be paying attention to my compass here, because Because you need 2 flint to make the first pickaxe. I'm curious to see what it will point to, because I'm still not sure if it will point to things like dung balls for flint. So far, it does not look promising. I'm betting the next flint is an entire world away. It seems like quite the goose chase it's leading on. Another problem with dodge is you can't... Oh my god, this is the biggest problem with dodge. You have to use the mouse to do it. That is the worst thing about dodge. If it was a keyboard thing, I think... Oh my god, I think it could be so much better with it. But because it's a mouse thing, it's just as bad as like navigating with a mouse. Have you ever used the mouse to try to fight? Yeah, that's the biggest problem here. With dodge, you have to use the mouse to... Oh. I wonder if there's a mod that will allow me to use a keyboard to dodge. I don't think so, because it's really dependent upon the location of your cursor. So I'm suspecting that you couldn't. But like, if you could just dodge in the direction that you're currently moving, right? So if I was like holding W and D, I'd dodge in this direction. If I was holding W, I'd just dodge straight forward. I would really like that, I think. I think I'd be much better at that. Got any flint down here? Nope. Don't think so, anyway. Well, so far it hasn't pointed to any dung beetles, so... Yeah, the flint finder here seems to be a bit one-dimensional. But there you go. Oh, actually, let's get a torch here. It's nice that my internet is actually back. For about, I would say, 2 weeks there, my internet was acting up and I couldn't even stream at 2.5 megabits a second, which meant I definitely couldn't stream at 60 frames a second. What do I want to get rid of here? Let's eat the radishes. Play this. Nope, drop that. Two gems, both red. Can I use that for anything? Oh, I honed in on the wrong thing, my dear. Out of flint. Alright, time to make a backpack. Got trees here, got enough flint. Actually, my biggest problem is gonna be shit. Let's make that torch really quickly. Ah, there we go. Almost killed myself there. Over something quite silly. Snakes, what are you going to do? Absolutely nothing. Should be close enough. Wait, what else do I need? Okay, I've got enough. Yeah, I'm gonna build it over here. No point in delaying the inevitable. What's her lore? I think it's kind of the same as Warbucks. She's kind of a swashbuckling adventurer. She might be influenced by figures like what, Amelia Earhart? Is her name Earhart or I don't remember what her last name is. She supposedly has like a bomber vest on. So alright, backpack. So what should I look for? What's the next thing we need? Probably the shears. Get grass. So shears and ball peen hammer, we're gonna take a look for iron ore here. Now this is also gonna be a problem. It's gonna point to stuff like that I can't pick up. Like look at that. I'm standing right next to this iron ore, it still points to that one over there. What happens if I reload it? Okay, now it okay, so that's how we can refresh it. We can just like, see, now we'll update. Okay, every time you equip and unequip it, it updates. So that could be useful, I think, to make it forget about stuff that's, you know, behind you. Got enough for a ball peen oh, and a little bit more. If I got one more iron ore, could make 2 shears here. Yeah, see, it's still pointing to the stuff that's being protected. And it appears that is as big as this biome is, so... If I want iron ore, I'm gonna have to take a... Oh, maybe not. Something going on over here. Where's the science machine? Wheeler is a character that's unlocked with experience, by the way. You don't have to bury any skulls or locate any mines. References to Weber and West. I think we're gonna go for BFB next. I could go for some relics. Or gold. Some gold, BFB. I can still use things like charcoal now more easily in her weapon. Could be interesting. Yeah, I'm not going to be using grass to fuel it for sure. It's really expensive considering the shears to harvest it. If you're wondering what I'm talking about fueling here, Wheeler comes with a weapon called the Pneumatic Horn, which is honestly the best ranged weapon that Don't Starve has seen to date. It has the damage equivalent of a spear for most materials, which, as you might imagine, makes it the most compelling ranged weapon to date, considering you can feel it with just about anything. You still get that spear damage. Could use charcoal as well. Fairly easy to get your hands on it in this biome. Not like you're gonna use it for anything much else either. So that's my plan for fighting the what are those hippopotamus things? Yeah. Ew. Right, let's finish off this pickaxing. Good. Uh-oh. I haven't found the pond yet. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do that next. Let's do BFB first. So I started way over here. Okay, that's where the pond is. Wow. That's a long ways away. I'm glad I'm not really leaving anything behind, because I might just need to make another science machine rather than walk all the way back here. Need to remember to do the dodging. Okay. Pretty big civilized turf area here. It'd be interesting to see if she's actually faster than, like Wolfgang, let's say. Mighty Wolfgang. When considering the dodge, right? Because we can obviously look at her base modifiers, like 5% speed, and see that's faster. But, like, I have no idea what using the dodge adds to her overall, like, average speed, because it is slightly faster to use it all the time. All right, time to use the pneumatic horn. So I'm gonna use twigs here. See how this goes. What? No! You're letting it get away. There we go. Okay, so that's kind of cool, right? Like, I can fight it, even when it's still out to sea. I don't know what causes that. Dude, I'm clicking over here. It's killing me. I try to dodge away and she dodges right for it. I'm not sure how to explain that. She keeps doing it. Watch where the mouse is. And then when I fire, you'll see. Okay, she did. Kill the friggin' pog, you worthless. Apparently they're considered too... There we go. Die. Death to all pogs. Anyway. Got the antler. Now I have to kill a pork-quilled pine. I still got enough twigs left. Is it riskier? Given that her dodge works so weirdly, yeah, in a way it is. If I want to incorporate the dodge, I just don't trust the dodge. Am I doing something wrong with it? Because I don't get why I'm like, moving in the exact opposite direction that I try to dodge. Is it a thing? Okay, if I'm pointing here, and I'm walking that way, what? No, see, I dodge back. Watch. Okay, I'm walking that way. But for some reason when I'm fighting, and I'm walking towards an enemy and then I dodge back, she dodges forward. I need to like really pinpoint what's going on there. Okay, actually there's an easier way to do this. And come on. Nice. Doing things the easy way here. It's more than enough for a boat and another science machine. Question: can I dodge in a raft? Very poorly, yes. I don't think she moves any faster, does she? Doubt it. Right, time for a gun. Going to blast this mosquito into tomorrow. Put it. Fuck, dude. What? Why? What? I don't get it. What is wrong with this gun? The hell? Can I not feel it when I'm on a boat? Like a friggin' Dr. Seuss here. Like, it's still there. Why? Or... whatever. How about now? Okay, now it seems to work. Apparently the compass was still stuck. Right. Oh, that's unexpected. I'm invisible. Look at that. I am literally invisible. Clearly, there are some issues that this character needs to work out. At least I don't drown. Like, it could be worse, I guess. So I need to try to get the quills next, but it's too late in the day to actually fight them. Wait, where's Fubar? See, in some ways, these are even more useful than the fireflies to new players. If you're a new player and you're cut out at night without any light, you can just follow these things around. Like, it's viable compared to the fireflies. You need to like dodge between both of them, and then you usually take a massive hit to your sanity. But like, this is actually doable, right? So despite Hamlet being like overall less noob friendly, there are some aspects to it that are a little bit kinder. Because these things also appear in most biomes. Maybe not most. The starting biomes for sure. Whereas the fireflies, maybe not so much. Okay. It's going to be a bit awkward with all these frogs around. I'll probably end up attacking them instead of what I want to attack, but this is going to be my weapon here. It's the plan at the moment. I'm going to try using her pneumatic horn. It would be kind of cool if you could dodge in the water, I have to say. I would be a fan of that. Not very lucky so far. Not a single platypine. Hey, look at this. This is kind of special. Tiny land bridge there. Am I even gonna get a single platypine? Nope. Just as I gave up all hope, and this is actually pretty bad. It's attacking the living hell out of me. Spell, I'm taking on water. Okay. Exit the boat, perhaps? Jeez. These things are brutal. Yeah. Would not recommend. 0 out of 10. Bad way to do it. Use a weapon instead. Even a machete. I swear. Once again... Wow, it's down to 34 health. Yeah, come at me, frog. Destroy the boat. Why not? It's on its last leg, but... now is the perfect time for you to get involved. Yeah. And now this is the next thing. I can't get the twigs back out of the pneumatic. Why? I'm not even sure. Big point here is it's very buggy, okay? And I'm stuck. 33, 32. Not seeing any platypines. Oh my god, I'm taking on so much water too. I just have to make another boat. Oh, we be wet. Yes. Let's try to get rid of this. Oh, it's 2 snakes to fight. Yeah. Well, we know we won't be using any ranged weapons for that. For obvious reasons. Like, that's always going to be the problem with ranged weapons, is the resources it costs to use them outweighs the the advantage of having range. Almost every single time, without fail. Right. How about something like... Oh, look, the bug is back. Every time. I wanted to shoot some of these things. Like, would that be viable to get light bulbs or something? No, not really. The rate at which they drop light bulbs is atrociously low. To, like, spend one twig each shot. Butterflies, though, I'm still kind of interested in that idea. Maybe, like, shooting a lot of butterflies down would be viable. Alright, boat number 2. But the friendly neighborhood frog gets in my way. Come on, fight, fight. Yes. Yep, should have used these before. Like I said before, using machete for this because do not use the horn in the water. It's as simple as that. Like, look how much easier fighting the platypine is without the obnoxious horn to get in the way. You know, it's actually doable. That's the point. Alright, where did I put the other science machine? Right there. Wouldn't it be cool if you could, like, find buildings with this? I think it would be. But there'd be really no easy way to slot it in there. Alright, BFB, here I come. Did I already clear this out? Nope. So give me something to do during the night. Break of day, we shall be away. Wait, are there bats? Yep, okay, well. We're bringing in the bird anyway. Oh, bats have already spawned, okay. Wait, do we want to actually use the pew pew? I wanted to try the pew pew horn on these. Just see if that's what they were viable for. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I actually think this is going to be nice. I think I found the one thing the pew pew horn is useful for. And that would be fighting bats. Come sail away. Come on, don't kill me. Hey, France. First time trying Wheeler here. Our first day. Overall, some really interesting stuff. I do wish that the ability to dodge could be hotkeyed instead of requiring you to use the mouse, because it's so, oh my god, it's so unpredictable. Like, I will be involved in a, oh my goodness, it's a minor hat. I'll be involved in a fight, and I'll be like heading towards a monster to fire off a shot, and I'll try to dodge backwards, and instead I dodge forward, even though I'm clicking literally behind me. I'm not sure what's causing it, but it's really, it makes fighting using dodge very dangerous. So, and then the compass can be useful for locating a few things. Relics, gold, both a couple of good ones. Flint, not so much, because it doesn't seem to find flint that's inside dung balls, for example, which is an option. And then also the micromanagement behind needing to like dodge all the time to make full use of her speed bonuses. It can be a little bit tedious. I mean, you don't have to do it obviously, but you can make better use of her speed if you're constantly dodging. And then she also has the horn. I think I left the horn behind. So far, the only thing I've found the horn to be really useful for is fighting bats. I think it excels at that. Would not recommend using it on the water. It's buggy on the water. When you try to use it to like shoot something when you're on the water, your entire character disappears from the game. You just see a shadow. That's all that's left of them. You haven't played with any of the new characters yet? There's Wagstaff and Wheeler, the two new ones here in Hamlet. I'd say both of them have enough to make them unique. And also Wheeler has less inventory space, 2 fewer slots, so it's a trade-off you're making as well. Reminds me of Willow right now wearing this hat. She can shoot anything. She uses her pew-pew gun. I forget exactly the name of it. With it, yes, she can shoot using pretty much any resource. Ooh, light bulbs. This is actually a great world. The worlds with light bulbs seem to be rarer to me than the ones that have blue or like mushrooms down here. And since I got the mining hat, like this is actually a really great start in terms of RNG. You don't always get the mining helmet at that boon in the BFB island. Two entire rooms of light bulbs? So at its default damage, so this would be using organic things like grass and twigs. The pew pew gun, since I forgot exactly what it's called and I don't have it in my inventory, it does the same amount of damage as a spear. One of the big problems, and this is a problem with Don't Starve single player in general, is that the locked on target thing is still very real. And what happens is, since the... I wish I could remember the exact name of the gun. It's like the Pneumatic. I think it's something like that. Yeah, I think it's the Pneumatic gun. What happens is it locks on to a target when you attack, and the animation for it is longer than just about any other attack I can think of to execute, which means you cannot move while that's going on. You're much more likely to be hit because of that. Simply executing the attack with a weapon. But in terms of ranged weapons, I'd say it's the most viable ranged weapon so far, given that its damage is decent, right? It's the same damage as a spear, but at the same time, it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to actually use it, right? You can just put grass or twigs. Twigs are pretty easy. I've been using twigs so far because grass is a little bit harder to come by here in Hamlet. You gotta shear it or steal it, I guess. So I've been using twigs, and it's pretty decent. So far, though, only the bats. I would only recommend using it for bats. Ooh, I'm a long way. I'm on the other friggin' island, aren't I? Okay, this is going to be quite the adventure getting back home. Then again, it might give me an excellent... I think I'm on a different island. It might give me an opportunity to exchange the staff, the monarch, what is it, the regal scepter, and... I already got enough twigs, actually get rid of this one. Also, her health is a little bit low. She only has 100, so... might make her more challenging to play. Oh no, this is actually... oh my goodness. This is a bad island. What are the... no, I don't have anything to fight with, really. I mean, this is an easy way to get out of here, I guess, or to find this place. Although this area here is going to be dangerous at night, so I'm going to wait until the morning. If only you could, like, have... oh, this is something, like, that would make the BFB cool. Imagine if you could create, like, a homing area for the BFB that was wherever Robin was. So you could leave Robin on another island, and then when you'd play the whistle, the BFB would pick you up and take you to Robin. Oh, I think that'd be really neat.
What about a giant bird?
What about?
What about a giant bird taking you to a random island?
A random one?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be useful. The reason I kind of like the Robin idea is because it would allow you to sort of quick travel between islands without having to, like, dig your way through the ruins, but at the same time it'd be limited and you'd have to leave Robin there, so there would be some sacrifice, but also some gain. And then it would also be useful because, like, what else do you use the bird whistle for? I've never used the bird whistle for anything else. Have you?
You could possibly kill some things.
Kill some things? You mean because it's... oh, that'd be so... that'd be worse than Bigfoot. Does the bird actually, like, knock down trees and stuff when it stomps?
I have no idea. All I know is that it kills you, doesn't it?
If its feet land on you, yeah, it's pretty much lights out. It won't step on you by default, though. It's the player's fault, kind of, if they get stepped on.
Yeah, but you can kind of lure some mobs into the feet.
Might be worth trying.
You'll test it one day.
Yeah, I'll have Bigfoot versus BFB. Which one's a better weapon to deploy against your enemies? Alright, time to head into the forest. Or the jungle, actually. If only it was the pig village instead. Or the second pig village. I mean... I can make one football helmet. If I was gonna fight the Batalisk. Or the Pugalisk, actually, sorry. Is this the right entrance? It might actually be. No armor, but oh, I wish I had my gun now. Kill these bats in here as well with it. I don't have any armor, but at least I have this dope mining helmet. Why did that have to be snakes? Oh, do I have the pinko mail? No. I left my ball peen hammer behind. There's gold here.
You lost your gold.
Yeah, I really didn't anticipate getting dropped off on this island. It very seldom happens. Most of the time you end up on the same island, the main island. Okay, I'm back. Nice. Ha! It's locked up with vines. It's blocked by vines, really. Brutal. Yeah, I wish the compass could... Oh, that would be something I'd really like. If her compass could actually lead you to things like the ruins entrances. I think I would super like that, especially for more like, not necessarily speedrunning, but trying to get a lot of these early game things done. A lot of them revolve around just wandering around trying to find the right thing. Like the Mant Hill or various ruin entrances. So like if you could load that into your compass somehow.
I guess.
I'm not sure how that would make any sense, because you obviously can't, you know, fit it inside the compass. More ruins. Should I trade this one in? Where's the science machine? Oh, it's way over there. Does it make sense to go to town? I think it does. I'm gonna trade in the petals. Don't have anything to trim. When I was originally going to use the charcoal for the gun, instead I used the twigs. That's a low health. I'm used to play almost Wigford all the time. You recently played Wartox level. Yeah, what was Wartox's health? Was it 200? I thought it was pretty decent. I think it was. Fairly beefy. Let's see, where's the academy at? There's a town hall. Ooh. Not finding the academy. Found the bank. Alright, I need
Found the bank. You gonna rob it?
It's not worth knocking over. I wanted to trade these petals in. And now there are a lot of berry pigs. I just... Where's the gray-haired pig? When you need her. There she is. Oh, you're kidding me. She only picks up... Oh, get out of here. 1 flower per day.
Oh, what?
I thought you could, like, trade in more flowers. Like, why would I even bother with flowers? I don't know why somebody recommended flowers to me. They're worthless. I'm sorry to say.
Probably because they wanted some flowers.
I mean, let me see who suggested it to me. Can't you sell pet? Okay. Corbin. I'm going to reject your proposal to use petals. It's a huge time sink to actually trade them in. I was assuming that you could just sort of spam feed them the way you feed hedge clippings, but no, you can't. 1 petal for 1 oink per day, per pig. As if that's not going to take forever. Anyway, if I can find the academy, yeah, it's over there. I guess on the upside I can use the flowers as ammunition. Literally flower power. Let's see if the game crashes. Oh, actually... Here, do you accept robin eggs? How about petals? Have the gun, will travel.
Well, what's the apocalypse like?
What's the apocalypse like?
Yeah.
It's dark all the time, and the pigs go home. And you're constantly attacked by bats and the Ancient Herald.
The Ancient Herald?
Yeah. I think that's its name. I'm not 100% sure. It's the thing that summons a lot of other enemies to fight you.
Oh. How do you end it?
You have to find the calendar inside. Which rune is it? It's the one on like the 5th island. And reset it. You have to. It's something you have to do like every, what, 60 days?
60 days, wow.
Yeah, so it's definitely... it's one of those things that you have to prepare for. So unlike most Don't Starve games, once you get through the first 3 seasons, you're good. Which would be what? Like under 60 days. I guess it's similar, right? Once you get through Summer and Reign of Giants, you've kind of experienced it all. In here, it isn't over until you manage to get through the Apocalypse, and it's a lot deadlier than, I would say, even like Summer. Because if you don't... okay, here's the thing. The Ancient Herald can now be defeated. So that might change how dangerous the Apocalypse is as an event. But otherwise, like, before that, I haven't, like, fought the Ancient Herald since it's been capable of being defeated. But before the Ancient Herald was capable of being defeated, it was an absolute imperative that you find your way to the calendar before the season came upon you, because otherwise it was very hard to not just end up getting killed by the Ancient Herald, because it was difficult to do anything because he'd keep showing up. All the work with the petals. Yeah, France. I don't... Like, it'd been a while since I kind of, like, seriously played Hamlet, and I forgot what the exchange rate was. I mean, even 1 oink was fine. I was fine with 1 oink. The problem is that you're limited to 1 exchange per day, which I don't know why Clay limited that. To me, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, there are a limited number of flowers in the entire world, and you can already just trim hedges, which is about an equal amount of work, and you get 1 oink and you can trade an infinite number of hedge clippings to the pig per day. So I'm not sure why they imposed that rather bizarre limit on flower petals. It seems a bit odd to me. Have I mapped out the whole pig area yet? No, okay, there's one up here.
It does seem a bit weird that they will limit that. But oh well.
Yeah, especially since there are just things that give much better return, like berries, and have a similar restriction. And similar numbers of pigs on the map. Okay, so I need to, like, come up with the next objective here. I guess, you know, I am interested in getting a house built. Okay, here's the... We'll exchange another petal in... There, 1 oink. I've got berries, so let's try to find some of these pigs. I don't know, they're not spectacles, are they? They're just glasses pig. Seems to be a little bit more prevalent than my previous world. I don't think you were here when I died last time. I was killed by
Yeah, probably
bad dodging mechanics.
a bad dodging mechanic. That's
Yeah.
what kills you.
Because there's this thing where when you try to dodge while fighting something, your character can actually dodge in the opposite direction, which means I ended up dodging into danger, even though I had the mouse cursor pointed the opposite direction of danger, and I actively clicked opposite the direction I wanted to go in. Yeah, because you are invincible, I guess, while you're dodging. So that's why I'm saying if there is a skill ceiling to this character, it's going to be the people who can precisely time their dodges, so that way they never end up taking damage during a fight. And they can just hang in there without armor. Oh my god, that would be so amazing if you could actually do it. I don't think I'm up to it, but I imagine that the people who play things like Enter the Gungeon would be big on that. Because Enter the Gungeon has a similar mechanic. What?
Yeah, probably not.
Have you played Enter the Gungeon?
No.
Oh, okay. It's sort of more like a bullet hell, pixel art dungeon crawling game, I guess.
Oh.
And when you dodge in that game, much like here in Hamlet, or here with Wheeler, you also are invincible. So one of the best things you can do is very accurately time your dodges against projectiles from enemies, and you'll last a lot longer.
Oh.
Okay, I exchanged as many of those. I've got a lot of random stuff here in my inventory to get rid of. In the meantime, I probably should just find a place to build. Wait, is it gonna steal? No, Pico's gonna steal my stuff. Where's the house? Okay, the house is actually pretty decent this time. I mean, it's not at the tippy edge of town. It's closer to the other stuff. I already built 2 science machines, if I'm not mistaken, but neither of them are... They're kind of on the other side of the world. I'm gonna build another science machine here. Let's see. Tree. Too small. I need to build some kind of base because I'm running out of space here.
Well, that sounds unfortunate.
Well, as Wheeler, you want a base because having extra space in your inventory increases your speed. So it's quite advantageous to do so. You get stuff out of your inventory. Keep it in the backpack. It's kind of interesting the way Clay set that up. The previous character, Wagstaff, he was like very limited on how you could use your head slot because he has myopia, which means you always want to use his headgear. And then Wheeler, it restricts how you can use your chest slot because of the backpack. It's almost a necessity to carry stuff into, especially since you have 2 fewer inventory slots as well. Okay. Cut stone. Electrical doodad. I'm gonna leave robe in here. What else? Charcoal. Scepter. Probably just gonna leave the petals here for the pigs to eat. They'll turn it into fertilizer. What else? Is making a spear even worth it, really? Probably
Bruh,
not.
spear's always great.
Maybe. What I'm gonna make is an alchemy engine. Oh, I need 4. The best way to get boards is to be Wagstaff. I'm just kidding. The best way to get boards is probably with the hippopotamus. You can get them to do a lot of work for you. Actually, what I'm going to do here is prefab a shovel so I can dig up the stumps. All right. Oh, found an enemy. Perhaps I should kill him. I'm gonna bring my electrical doodads with me. Science machine over there. Var. Risky business here. Oh. You just had to get involved, didn't you? Hi. Hi. Oh my word. The aggro radius in these pigs is obnoxious. You need to get that deconstruction hammer so I can knock all their houses down as quickly as possible.
Deconstruction hammer?
I think it's called the executive hammer. I don't know if you've gotten that far in Hamlet.
Oh.
It allows you to tear down special Hamlet buildings, unlike a regular hammer.
Oh.
Because you can't hammer the pig houses with a regular hammer in Hamlet. You need a special one.
Hmm.
And it's worth every penny, the amount of resources you can get from it. Easily pay for itself. Alright, I need to find a hippopotamus here to do my dirty work for me. There you are. Dodge to the rescue. Okay, maybe not. I tried dodging. This might be a little bit more complicated than I thought it was. I'm still very, very worried about dodging. God, I'm getting killed by being an idiot with dodging. Dude, so bad. It needs to be a keyboard shortcut. It really needs to be mapped to the keyboard. What can I say? I think I could be so much better with it if it wasn't tied to the mouse. I just need to, like, stop using it to fight, okay? It's clear I haven't figured it out yet. More's the pity. Just keep trying. It's not necessary. It's a problem with it being mouse-based more than anything else. I mean, sure, timing has a lot to do with it, but I feel like I just don't have the same precision with mice when it comes to attacking, right? Because like anybody who's serious about the fighting in the game, kiting and stuff, they're not going to use the mouse to move. And that's the whole problem with dodge. Is it brings the mouse back into the picture. It forces the mouse back into the picture. That was such a nice world, too.
You found a nice world.
The one that I just lost, yes. It was nice. It was nice because it had lots of light bulbs in it. I got a mining hat. The pig village was decently laid out.
Oh.
Maybe I need to focus more on the armor. But funnily enough, it's the second time I've been killed by the hippopotamus. Got water down here. There's a cave over there. Should probably... I need one more flint. Here, let's find flint. It was a nice world, France? Yeah. It will be missed. There's really no way to get it back, though. The minute I died, I lost it all. Even if I tried to, like, cheese the game and kill it. Still, that doesn't work unless you have a resurrection stone. Or a meat effigy, whatever. Touchstone. Whatever you call it.
You just require a resurrection stone.
It's functionally a resurrection stone.
I guess you're not wrong.
And it wouldn't have happened if I wasn't getting so cocky with the dodge. Oh, you're mining the wrong thing. Why, thank you very much. Whatever. What will be, will be. And apparently it'll also kill me.
Oh, there's earthquakes down in the ruin. Not ruins,
I was mining one of the pillars because the rock, or the stalagmite that I wanted to mine was directly adjacent to it.
Oh.
In a most irritating fashion. Okay, so I guess the first thing is science machine here. There's a hippopotamus. I might want to load up my gun. We're going moose hunting. Attack. Yep. Rough. See, there's that, Dude, I shot you. Come back here. And face me.
What are you trying to do with them? Chop trees?
Yep.
Oh.
The aggro radius is obnoxious, though. You have to be, like, really close to them. Okay, getting cocky with the dodge here again. Heard it here first. Where's some actual trees? Thank you very much. Hi. Come on. Follow. Get back here. I'm not done with you yet. We're going tree farming. Come on. Snookers. Come on. Whew. slide into those DMs. I mean, it's easier than chopping the trees down for sure. Oh, I love how they just one-shot the snakes. That is fantastic. In a non-sarcastic way. Sometimes I get too sarcastic about stuff, which must make it difficult for people who don't like fully understand what I'm doing. And probably is annoying for those who do understand them. Right, actually I should kill this thing. Oh wait, it's out of... Oh, I used all of my charcoal already. Just oh, that bug keeps popping up. Okay, apparently it's in my compass. No. Okay, it's in there now. There, it's dead. Hippos are not to be trifled with, both in game and in real life. Be very quiet, it's moose hunting season. You got it, Golden. But if they have enough wood now. Science machine and a raft. It's what's in the cards, hopefully. And I also got the antler, which was important, because I plan on going to the BFB island post haste. Alright. Where should I build the science machine? I don't really like building in this biome, but it's better than agonizing over it. So, don't need that. Do I not have any twig? Ooh, all my twigs are inside my horn. There we go. Yeah, ball peen hammer and shears. I need some. Hey, thanks for the follow, Golden. I need some grass to make my raft. Oh, don't need the iron ore right now. Oh, and backpack, yeah. So, get some grass here, make the raft and the backpack.
Well, it's about time I should go.
You're retiring for the night?
Yep.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
Alright.
Keep the pedal to the metal. Was that Starfly that popped up? Not sure what a starfly is. I don't think there is anything. There are glowflies in Hamlet. Alright. Let's get the backpack made. For Wheeler, the backpack is important. If you're just joining now. You need a machete because you don't want to fight the Pumatic horn in the water. It's an absolute bug fest. Emergency campfire there. Okay. Wait, oh. Just enough to make my log raft as well. There we go. I don't think we need this anymore. The compass is... its utility is questionable, sadly. And it's still buggy. I mean, look at that. It's still acting as if it's equipped, even though it's not. Come on. I need to catch this little brat. Alrighty. I'm not getting lucky with the quills lately. You want to make sure you put as many of your tools as possible in the backpack because your character has a speed bonus, or Wheeler, I should say, has a speed bonus. Oh, that's not good. Wheeler has a speed bonus if you have additional empty inventory spaces. And yes, you should always kill the platypine with a melee weapon and not with a ranged weapon. Anything that has a long duration in between hits is going to let the platypine hit you back. You can't stun lock it effectively. It's the main problem. That was really quick this time. Doesn't usually happen that way. I think two platypines and 2 flowers, yeah. It's exceedingly unusual. And lucky. Alright. Science machine is over here, as is my hippopotamus horn. So we're gonna have a day 2 bird whistle. How about that? Summoning in that DFB on day 2. What else should I bring? Probably don't even need to bring the machete. Okay, I need to get rid of this buggy inventory slot here. Oh my word. It's still bugging out. Okay, there we go. Fine. Oop, that was poo. I should bring this just in case it gets stuck inside something sticky. Let me use these shears up here. Rough stuff. What can I say? Dangerous. Hey, hey, over here. No, 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 no. I'm over here. No, that's my science machine. Oh. That was my science machine. Correction. That was my science machine. I didn't move far enough away, but okay. We are here. Estamos aquí. No boon. No mining helmet boon this time. It was really nice to get the mining helmet that early in the game. I'd say the saddest thing about Wheeler for me is that I just don't see any sort of grand strategy that her abilities open up. I've speculated that if you're really good at dodging, you could fight without armor. At least bigger stuff, like maybe Pugalisk. The Mat Queen, that's obviously out of the question. There's too much stuff going on there. What's the other big thing that you use? There's like BFB, Mat Queen, and Pugalisk by... what would it be? Day 14, day 12? You can pull it off. I've done it before with Wickerbottom and I think Wolfgang. But those are characters that excel in ways that most other characters simply can't. I mean, if we get light bulbs down here, that means I can build a lantern once I get my alchemy engine. Should probably get the gold here. See, this is what I mean. No light bulbs either. It's like when it goes bad, it's just awful. Here's something you can't do in DST. Working in the dark. The stream died for a bit. Shout out to Verizon. Hey, at least they're not throttling me to like ridiculous 2 megabit per second upload at night, like they were for like 2 whole weeks in a row. It was very disheartening to look over at my stats and see like 30% of my frames are being dropped. There's like, I don't think there's really anything I can do about it. I'm at the whims of Verizon Wireless. Oh, I was actually here before. This is the first craggy rock I was in. Okay. That was disappointing overall. Didn't get really much of anything good there. I don't need niter. I guess I should just clean up the wreckage here. And move on. More shears. My Ooga horn. And of course the ball peen hammer. Konnichiwa. Somebody actually named their performance name. So, what's the next goal here? Yeah, I want to try fighting. What are those doing out in the daytime? I want to try fighting the Mat Queen. I should at least get the pig skin, I think. Considering in the past I've been killed because of the lack of armor. So here we go. Oh, I hate these guys. They steal. They actually do steal from you. Let's see if the pneumatic horn is any threat to them. Nope, they still hit me like crazy. Yep, there we go. Look at that. God, it's so frustrating. What if I'm firing? Look! If you're firing with this character, it automatically moves towards whatever it is you're fighting. Whatever it is you've locked on, instead of moving in the direction that you tell it to dodge. It's such a weird and frustrating bug. It is definitely to blame for my first death, but not the second one. Oh well, let's That's a pog. The reason I wanted to kill that, I forget what the name of those bugs are. They will steal things that you drop on the ground. I think it was like a thing that was added after the stealing my pigskin, after the closed beta, which is when I played the most. Alright, I got, what, like 6? Only 6? Oh, okay. Where's my compass? We're gonna find that last pigskin. Ah, there it is. It's hiding in here, so I can't use it. Nice. At least not without fighting a bunch of obnoxious bugs. What are those bugs called? Weevils, there we go. Alright, so I wanted to knock this thing down. See if it's possible. The moment the weevils are distracted, and all is right in the world. Where do I think the town is gonna be? Need to get rid of some of the stuff that's in my inventory. Got scissors if I want to cut hedges. What else? Probably finding some relics would be good. That's actually... equip this. We're gonna take a look for some gold. Got the ball peen hammer after all. It's a dangerous place to be heading into at this time of night. Oh. Can't have both equipped at the same time. Here we go. You have Verizon Beyond Time? This is Verizon Wireless, so I can't entirely fault them for it, save for the fact that Verizon wants to bill their wireless service as a viable alternative to any sort of hardline broadband. So, you know, if you're going to say that it's the equivalent of regular cable, or even DSL, it needs to perform. It needs to be as reliable as those kind of connections. And oftentimes it's not. It can really, like, vary drastically in quality, like even speed, based on how many people are on the line at the time. Oh my god. Okay, the gold is over there in that biome. So this is a bit of a dead end. You can never have too much gold. Need to find some pan goldens. Get them to drink this water here. You can herd them. Here. Wake up, sleepyhead. Or not. Talk about unintended consequences. Nope, they do not wake up. Alright. Use this as a source of light. I was told there would be gold. I don't see any gold here. Alright. Where's the pan golden? Yep, there we go. Might as well take... No, I don't need that. I considered it. Okay, on second thought we are taking it. Right. She just did it again. The thing where I tried to make her dodge in one direction, she did the exact opposite. Move. Move! Enough grooming. Move. To the pond. There we go. Make me rich. See, so once they drink enough of this water, they end up pooping gold. It's actually the best form of conversion for gold dust. You can feed them gold dust as well. But it takes quite a bit. Because you can take the gold dust and you can either craft... that's it for the ponds. Oh well. Guess I'll have to find some gold dust. Ooh. The sooner I get rid of these things, the better. Yeah, it doesn't look like there are any ponds left, so... that's kind of a waste of time. Come on! Again! Motherfuckers. Seriously, that dodge thing is screwing me up so much. It keeps making me dodge in the opposite direction for some weird reason. I meant to dodge away from them, and instead, it made me dodge right into them. Ah. Super annoying. I don't even know where the poison forest is, so I forget what the other way is to get rid of these. Sometimes it just... Here. Does this work? Okay, I almost dodged right into that one. Alright. In other news... oh, there is a solution for you. Every time that they're about to attack, I should just dodge. Ha! It actually works. If I'm paying attention, anyway. Finally, something to dodge is actually useful for. And granted, it got me into this predicament. Okay, I missed that time. It requires way too much dedication to detail to reliably pull it off. Okay, you can do it. See? Ah. Thanks for the follow, Shocked Pond. Can you scare him away? It has something to do with light. Yeah. Like Golden says, Thunderbirds when dusk comes. They're drawn to other lights as well. Wait, are they worried about the flies? Look at this. Cowards. Yep, missed again. Again, this is going to be the biggest problem with the whole dodge, is the fact you have to use the mouse, right? When I mouse over something, I can no longer dodge when I'm randomly examining something. So if I'm constantly relying on the ability... okay, there we go. If I'm relying constantly on the ability to dodge, you can't tie it to the mouse. There's just too much random stuff that gets in the way of the mouse that will prevent you from dodging. Not to mention that there is something wrong with it, and it forces you to dodge in the opposite direction that you try to dodge. It's happened way too much. I'm not even sure what's causing it, but like if you take a look at the footage, you can see my mouse will be like up here and I'll dodge, and instead she'll go the exact opposite direction. So that needs to be fixed, and I wish it was capable of being mapped to a key on the keyboard as well. I'd like to be able to see that. I could make such better use of dodge just using the keyboard instead of having to constantly click to do it. I think for anybody seriously considering his character, that's going to be a must. Who is this character? This is Wheeler. She's a new character for Hamlet. Currently in the beta, so if you don't have access to the Hamlet beta, you won't see her. Everybody's welcome to join it. You just enter in a code. I forget, what is it called? Like Hamlet Interiors or something? It'll say it in the news on Steam. And her perks include the ability to dodge like that. She has invincibility frames when she's dodging. She also has this Navi gadget, which you can put something like gold into it and it'll point the direction to the nearest type of that resource. You can put pretty much any resource in there. You can put like wood in it, pigskin, you name it. Where's the slanty shanty? I haven't found it yet, really. Nope. What else can you do with her? She has a gun called the Pneumatic Horn. It's interesting, to say the least. Alright, how do I get rid of this? Where's my pigskin? What? Dude. What happened to my pigskin? I knocked all the pigskin down. Where did it go? Did I like, load it in my gun or something? Here's the gun. It does the same amount of damage as a spear. Oh, there it is. I accidentally dropped it here. Okay. Yeah, so the other thing she has is this gun. It does as much damage as a spear when loaded with regular resources like grass. And it fires them off as a projectile. So it's pretty useful for that. I particularly like it when fighting bats, because those are something that are really difficult to corner with melee weapons. I would not use it in the water though, because it tends to bug out in the water. Your entire boat will disappear if you try to do that. Her hitbox moves when she dodges, so she might glitch. I mean, the problem is with her dodging, she too often dodges in the opposite direction that I want, or that I. So if I click up here, she'll dodge the opposite direction. That's a much bigger problem. What else? I just need to get rid of some of this stuff. The other problem with her dodge is that it's not linked to a keyboard. Basically, none of the problems I have with dodge I think are directly correlated with her hitbox in the world. It has to do with the mechanics that control the dodge more than anything else. I don't need the iron right now. I do want to build an alchemy engine, but first I need a science machine, don't I? And I don't have enough wood at the moment. One of the things I want to do is get more totems to trade in. I've got 18 clippings at the moment, but yeah, this is a very bad place. So we're off to find the second pig village and get some ruins, hopefully. I only have one ball peen hammer. Maybe I should bring the iron ore with me. Okay, case I find more. Probably don't need this or the shears. Yeah. And we're gonna keep the nav gadgets, that way I can load runes into it after I find them. Have a good night, France. Hope you feel better. Hard to focus when you're in pain, for sure. You're familiar with Hamlet Shock Pond? Alright. I tried to, like, assume as little as possible about the experience level of people who might be watching. After all, it doesn't hurt to, like, explain the fundamentals. If it really irks some people to hear it again, then you're probably not going to tolerate my verbose ramblings. You've seen my videos, Shocked? Oh, I'm glad you like them. I recently realized something. You can sort of perpetually freeze enemies in single player until you reload the game. I hadn't known this before. Maybe other people knew this, but I just randomly stumbled across it when I was messing around with gunpowder. So, put out a video about that today if you're not up to date on how it works. Am I gonna find the hardest part here is gonna be actually finding the relic to begin with. Yeah, this is an interesting little. See, God, did it again! Curses, dude. Dodge is killing me. It's crazy, like legit. It's crazy how bad it is. How buggy. Die. See, this is what the gun is most useful for, honestly. Like, that's pretty good, right? So low on health now. Right, I guess we're gonna have to find some Aloha. I mean, come on. Can I shoot these? This is interesting. Yeah. It could actually be useful for these, because these are kind of difficult to attack. At least without armor. There we go. And there are more. I mean, they're still hard to attack because I can't force attack them for some reason. Wait, maybe I can. I'm just worried I'll attack other stuff. Alright, we know we're still not free and clear. Okay, good. We can force attack at the very least. I can't afford to get hit, and I wanted to pick up some of this stuff. Alright. That was really close. Yeah, I know. I need to make armor. Or I could just stop getting hit so much. But really, the dodge thing, that is really what's killing me here. Like, I try to dodge away from the vines. I dodge right into them because it works backwards sometimes. I'm not sure why. It's such a goofy thing. Comes WX, we can just get overcharged here. Kill some butterflies? Yeah, how close am I to the butterflies? Sure, why not? It's probably going to be the fastest way back to health. Can you shoot food from the pneumatic? Yeah, pretty much anything can be put in it. You can even put flowers in it, see? So I could shoot that. Here. There. Flower power, as I've said. At some point in the past. We're gonna hunt for butterflies there. Excellent. Too bad we're a long ways away from that happening. In the meantime, I guess Just need to find some food in general. Got plenty of pig skin, you know. I got a free hat. I just need to make the alchemy engine. Needed boards. That's what held me back. Should have made it. What can I say? Probably should do that next, actually. But hey, look, I'm not against the Pneumatic. I think it has its uses. I'm not gonna completely discount it at all. It's just it's not a suitable replacement for the majority of melee engagements. But it's nice to have a really solid ranged weapon in the Don't Starve for once. I am happy about that. Because some could make the case that Warbucks musket was a ranged weapon. Oh my god, I didn't get it. You can still build it, right? I don't know. Is it in the fight tab? I forget. It like requires gunpowder though to load, which once again is the main problem with most ranged weapons. And Don't Starve. As there's such, it requires such preparation. You can't just hop into battle. With the Pneumatic, that's not a problem though. Which is why I'm on board with it. It's a good change. It's not too overpowered. Right, there's a decent amount of wait time involved. Make a campfire and sing around the campfire, or sing campfire song. You need board, or... Oh wait, I actually did prefab a campfire. Here we go. I've got meat here to cook, so let's do that. Got lots of meat to cook, so this is not a waste, even though I waited until the night was over to build it. Now see, what will happen here is I'll accidentally click on myself and eat raw meat and kill myself. That would be utterly terrible. Very annoying. Alright, let's see if we can find some butterflies here. I'm planning on using this horn. Or the Pneumatic. I want to see what it's like. Killing butterflies at range, come on. Are you kidding me? I can't attack? Here we go. Wait, are they? The pigs are freaking out about my shadows? Those. Yeah. Basically anything that flies, I like using the Pneumatic against. I mean, butterflies aren't that hard to kill, but I don't think I can do it quite as quickly as I could with this. I'm not sure what the spawn is like. Do butterflies refuse to spawn if you're too close to them? I don't know. I don't think that's the case. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna chop down trees. I've got the flint to make the axe. The goldflies turn into the beetles in the jungle picking. I don't know what that means. I hate how they made butterfly wings and DST smaller. Really, Golden? I'd never noticed that. Well, like, do they look smaller in the inventory or on the ground? If you move around, you tend to spawn more, like, act like you're wandering. Yeah, I mean, I've felt that, but I could never prove it one way or the other. Like, hey, I'm just over here picking some grass. This is one of those times where the... Okay, I've got enough butterflies now. Where having your character lock on to a target you want to attack actually comes in really helpful. because it means if I even click the butterfly correctly once, my character locks on for that attack, and it means that they won't go after the flower to pick it up if I click on that afterwards. I just thought it was like kind of interesting that this is one time, like the only time ever where having your character lock onto a target to attack them is a good thing. Yeah, let's chop down a bigger tree. That way we get even more snakes to spawn. Or not. How is Wheeler? Pretty good. There are a few bugs. A few annoying bugs. Bugs that have been partially to blame for me dying these last 2 games. It generally involves the dodge panda. There'll be times when I will try to dodge in one direction and Wheeler dodges the exact opposite direction. It's almost as if she's trolling you and trying to get you killed, because most of the time people will dodge away from danger, so they're like, ha, we figured you'd dodge away from danger, so that's why we made the character dodge directly into the thing you're trying to avoid. It almost got me killed. I was down to 15 health due to that nonsense. That's like the most annoying thing so far. Also, if you're using the gun out on a boat, oh, that's the first snake. Gun on boat does not work. Your boat disappears. Plus, the platypines will absolutely murder you if you try to step to them with nothing but a ranged weapon. Almost sunk me in my boat when I tried doing that. They look smaller on the ground. Okay, Gold. Said it before, said it again. Butterfly wings are the healing chip of Don't Starve. Yeah, I need to remember that. I don't use butterflies as much as I ought to. I guess because I don't like waiting for them to spawn. I'm like, hey, if I can just wander into the savannah and pick up a lot of the aloe, I'm doing good, right? 7 eggs. I really should make, what's it called? Pierogies. That would be nice. Okay. Well, I've been slightly distracted, so now we're off to make boards. And before I head into the jungle to look for runes, we're gonna take make an alchemy engine. So while the compass might not be as useful, I think in tandem with the gun, Wheeler's got some useful stuff. The dodge is the most controversial. I think it's just mostly comes down to needing to be like tweaked a bit. 2 things about dodge. 1, it needs to stop bugging out. And number 2, it needs to be capable of being linked to a key command. So that way I don't have to click, because if you're relying on the mouse for anything when it comes to fighting, something that requires precision, right? Like I'm not gonna fight Dragonfly, for example, using the mouse to control my character, okay? It's just not happening. You're gonna use the keyboard, and dodge needs to be on the keyboard. It's just not good enough otherwise. Like, it's great that it has invincibility frames while you dodge, but it's not enough if it's not attached to the keyboard. Oh, I actually do need to make a science machine, because the other one was destroyed and I haven't prefabbed any boards yet. Didn't I? Maybe not. Cut stone it is, then. Oh, that was the previous game that I made the doodads in. Oh, actually, I should just get fertilizer out of that. Yeah, I was thinking I had made electrical doodads, but that was last time when I died. Here we go. The alchemy is... You know what also that means? I should probably build a lightning rod, but I really didn't want to be based here anyway. So. Rope. And then football helmet. And now we're not going to get one shot by silly things like hippopotamuses. Platypines can be some dangerous buggers. Aloe is temporary. Butterfly wings are near eternal. Yeah, for sure. Things I usually end up, you know, settling a bit of a base, and then I have crockpot and make the pierogies and maybe honey ham. And I tend to use those for healing. Mid to late game. Alright, back to the jungle, I guess. Really sad that I didn't get light bulbs. I'd have had a lantern here. It would have been great instead of a puny torch. Mostly what I'm looking for, though, is the route to the second pig village. And then relics. I wonder if I could, like, dodge past these vines. Nope. They're just too quick. It's the main problem. I would really like if the compass, like this is a feature I want the compass to have, allow us to find ruins entrances with it. That would be super neat. There's a poison biome. See, like right now I can't dodge anywhere because there's like stuff all over the place. And then that's the main problem with the dodge, you know? Just stuff gets in the way of using it. Or when I say the main problem with dodge, I mean the main problem with dodge being a keyboard, or a mouse, sorry, not being a keyboard, being a mouse exclusive function. Poor Robin is freezing. I'll get some of the Iron Hulks to keep him company. Usually they roast him quite well. I'm not sure if it's just coincidence, but there was one time when I was fighting one of the Iron Hulks near my base, and it randomly hits Robin, and Robin immediately hatches. I'm not sure if like the additional heat increased the rate at which Robin hatched. That's kind of interesting. Immediately started on fire afterwards, of course. Didn't die, though. But I suppose that was a legit strat for expediting the process of hatching Robin. I would find... those are the little things that I really appreciate. Just almost Easter egg type strats. That most people would never think of, but they can be really cool if you pull them off. Now the thing about the ruins entrances here is they're almost always in the center of the jungle. Clay was very intelligent about this because they knew people normally explore these things by walking around the edges. So they wanted to force you into the interior. Yeah, quite effective. See, if this was DST, I had a mod that just allowed me to look at the map. Yeah, another relic. At least we're getting some relics here. Be able to afford that house. What can we throw out? Axe. Axe can go. Wait, if I mine this thing, it doesn't have a chance of dropping gold dust? I want to figure that out here. Let's just get rid of the meaty meat here. I thought I had a chance to drop gold dust, but I could be wrong. Maybe it just drops nothing. Yep, there we go. The gold dust. There's one up here. What else can I get rid of? Torch. And feed it to the pan goldens. I should just do both, like when I harvest the top of it and get the whole thing off the map. Sometimes the best mechanics are the result of bugs, or the most interesting ones. Running out of space. I thought there was like one other relic I ran across. Yeah, it's way over there though. Alright, we're heading into the center here. And it's the second one. Alright, this is what I was looking for. So I'll take the relics back, and then pick up the scepter, and we'll take it over there to the second pig island to trade in. For probably the executive hammer. I think that's going to be more useful to me than the key to the city at this point. But then again, they kind of go hand in hand. One without the other is not that useful. Here's the thing though. I do need to retire for the night, so let me find somebody else to host. Who do we have that's on? Oh, I'm not logged in on this browser. Let me move to the other browser. Hey! Griever and Analog are playing Don't Starve. Boris the Cheese. Okay. I think we're just gonna host Griever here. Let me just double check what he's playing. If he's playing Hamlet, it'd be a great segue. Oh yes, Wagstaff. Wanna watch some Wagstaff? If you're not familiar with Griever, he's a very experienced Don't Starve player, I think. Oh, is he gonna quit? He just died. 174 days. Oh, well, I don't know what he's going to be playing next, but here you go. Thanks everyone for watching, and thank you to those who chatted and followed. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow night with more Wheeler gameplay here. We'll be heading over to the Pig Island, so if you're interested, stay tuned for that. And otherwise, have a good night. Here we go.